Hi guys, it is tag day. I am going to do the 20 questions tag. If you're interested in finding out some really random things about me, this is the tag of 20 questions. So stay tuned, and you're going to be joined by Ciaran because he's my little baby and I need to hold him. Okay, 20 questions coming up. So I'm here with my little munchkin Ciaran and his monkey. We're starting to try and figure out if he can play with things, but I'm hoping that this will keep him nice and chill. And you have to check out this outfit because it is one of the cutest things ever. This is, look at him, he's so funny. And he has no hair. No hair, little baldy baby. He was just playing on his back, so his hood came up. But I got this actually off of Kijiji from a girl who was selling a box of, for like $100, there was like 80 outfits in it. And this was one of them, and it's so cute. He has a great one too. Love it. Anyway, enough about that. I'm going to do the 20 questions tag for you today, and I'm just going to get right into it because I'm not sure how long it's going to take. So, question 1, the thing that you cannot leave your house without. Well, now it's my little baby. As well as his diaper bag and a change of clothing. That's the new thing. On a normal basis, the one thing I would say I probably couldn't leave my house without would be my cell phone. My cell phone goes with me everywhere I go, and you know, my purse, my wallet, all of that jazz is pretty obvious. And one of the biggest things that most of you may or may not know about me is I am a, coffee junkie. Cheers. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and I've just gotten up and gotten ready, so if I look a little tired, that's why. But I never leave my house without my to-go cup of coffee or tea or whatever I'm having. So it's a little bit neurotic of me, but I always take a beverage with me. Hey, enough. But I always take a beverage with me. So that's one thing I can never leave my house without. Number 2, what's my favorite brand of makeup? If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I don't really have a specific favorite brand. I definitely explore lots of different stuff, and I've been loving shopping at Sephora lately. Probably my favorite drugstore brand would be Revlon or L'Oreal. I love the L'Oreal lip stuff. The L'Oreal Infallible lip stains are fantastic, and as far as the Revlon goes, any of their color stay stuff works really, really well. So that would be my favorite drugstore brands. If you're interested in my favorite sort of higher end brands, I really like Too Faced. I like Makeup Forever. I've recently just bought a couple products by Dior that I'm quite enjoying, and let me think, MAC, of course, MAC. Okay, so favorite type of flowers. If you can see behind me, I have this new jar of artificial flowers, and I actually have one even further back. I don't know if you can see them or not. I can't really see them in this video, but there's a jar of tulips back there as well, and I have another one over here of hydrangeas, I think they are. So lately what I've been doing is using artificial flowers because 1, they never die, 2, they look gorgeous, they're bright, you can trade them out, and you don't have to, and you can always have them, you know, switch them around based on your color scheme. So it's summery, and I was in the mood for green, and so I've gotten lots of white and greens. I would say my favorite flower is the lily. I really love fresh lilies because they smell so strong and they last for so long. The pink or the white ones, we have tiger lilies that grow here in the wild. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. They're covered in bugs if you bring them in the house, and they die really fast. But I also really love tulips, like a fresh vase of tulips where they all start to drape over. They don't last long, though, that's the thing. So yeah, favorite flowers, love flowers. Oh, you know what else I love? I love passion flowers, and I'll see if I can find an image of it and link it. It's a vine, and they grow like crazy. I have a passion flower outside, but it's not actually flowering right now, but it is beautiful. That is one of my favorites. But if you touch it, the whole head falls off right away. Your favorite clothing stores? I like shopping. I like shopping at a lot of different places. I like finding great deals at secondhand shops. That's always cool. I'm gonna ixnay the fact that I'm having to buy all nursing and maternity wear for the last little while, so I'm gonna go with my regular clothing. I like to do online shopping at places like ASOS, Forever 21, because they're really cheap. I just found this new place called Daily Look, and they just started shipping to Canada, so if you haven't checked that out, check it out. They've got really cheap stuff. So like, you know, your articles are like 20 bucks. They've got great accessories. Everything's pretty trendy. As far as higher end stuff that's gonna last quite a while, I love, you know, Urban Outfitters. It's also trendy. I don't say it's higher end, but you're paying 100 bucks for most of the things that I buy from there. But those kind of places, I usually typically go to the sort of maxi dress style stuff, the hippie-ish kind of stuff. Those are my favorite. I like things to be loose and flowy. And I actually wear a lot of dresses, especially in the summer. I tend to be a little bit girly in that end. Either that or I look like I'm going to yoga, because I own a yoga studio, so that's the way it is. Your favorite perfume? Favorite perfume right now, if you watched my May favorites, is the Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. I actually have the body oil because they were completely sold out both online and at the Bay when I went to, or at Sears when I went to try and go buy it. So I bought the oil version. It is super fresh, like you're at the beach. If you don't like the smell of suntan lotion, you're probably not going to like it. It's kind of coconutty. Bubbas. We'll see if he lasts much longer. I might have to cut this and come back. Another favorite perfume that I love is Chloe. It has been a classic perfume that I've loved for years. And then other than that, I usually wear essential oils. I love the Aveda water scent. I have it in an oil format that I bought online, and it is delicious. And then other than that, I usually make my own essence. So sandalwood, patchouli, lavender, all of those hippy-dippy sort of scents. I mix them all together and make something that I call perfume. Do you think you're gonna be okay? Maybe mommy will turn you a little bit. Oh, we just hit your face. What you thinking? You just want to talk? Maybe I'll try and put him on his back beside us. He might just play. Okay. 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 Little boy. Mwah. There you go. Let's see if you play. Nope, he's making a face. I might have to pause this. Okay, let's see if I can get this while he's lying on the back. So one more question, heels or flats? Definitely flats. I'm a flip-flop wearer. I love my mucklucks. I buy them from a company called Manitoba Mucklucks. They've got a wonderful story. They support local, which is beautiful, and they've got all these wonderful, if you want to go and get some serious mucklucks, you can get these one-of-a-kind artisan-style mucklucks. Completely beaded, but those are my favorite. I also buy a lot of Steve Madden boots. Those are also my favorite, like they're knee boots, and but I usually go low profile heel. And then if I do wear a heel, I like a 4-inch stiletto. So they're pretty girly, but I've been known to sometimes roll my ankles in them. I feel like I look really nice in them. They feel really nice. They feel really elegant, but I hate wearing them after about half an hour. Okay, the man is now sleeping. We did a little feed and we are good to go. He might fuss a little bit for a second, but okay. Do you make good grades? Well, I'm no longer in school and I haven't been in school for a really long time. However, when I was in school, yes, I prided myself on getting good grades. I was definitely a last-minute studier. I would get everything done the day before, but for some reason I was able to memorize things for a really long time, or really quickly, and was able to get them all out. I did a lot of like remembering things in sequence, like by pulling off their first letters. Anyway, it worked really well. Whether I retained it, I'm not too sure, but I did always want to get good grades and was always an A+ student. Favorite colors. I love the color I'm wearing. I love teal. I love like aquamarine color. I love taupes and neutrals, and lime green is one of my favorites. And yeah, anything earthy. It's okay, buddy. Anything earthy is really good. Let's see if we can make... Oh, there we go. That's all he needed to do is get out that little burp. I think. There we go. You okay? Oh, what's the matter? Okay. Do you drink energy drinks? No, never. I've had a Red Bull and vodka with some sourpuss before, which is a booze drink, as shooters. But no, I don't drink energy drinks. Coffee is my energy drinks. Do you drink juice? Yes, I love orange juice, I love grapefruit juice, I love pineapple juice, I love coconut water, all of those juices. I love cranberry juice. However, I don't drink them very often. I tend to actually drink things that are typically only warm. I like room temperature water, I like coffee and tea, I also like red wine. So those things are typically always served warm or at room temperature, and I typically don't drink a lot of things cold. Juice would be probably one of the only things I do drink cold. Number 11, do you like swimming? I grew up living on a lake. Absolutely. I've swam since I was a little kid. I actually was asking, I was at a birth fest thing yesterday learning how to do infant massage, and I was actually finding out where I can take Ciaran for swimming lessons, because I'm going to take him for swimming lessons pretty soon. Do you eat fries with a fork? Chip truck fries, absolutely. I love those little, you know, those little forks that have the 2 prongs. Those things, love them. Those things I totally use with lots of ketchup, salt, and vinegar. I like chip truck fries to have like wet at the bottom because they've got so much vinegar. It conceals all the grease. Other than that, unless it's poutine, and if you guys are anything familiar with Canada, this guy is so fussy, I'm gonna have to pause this again. We eat fries with curd and gravy, and we call it poutine, and it is a Quebec favorite, and I have to eat that with a fork because it's gooey and gooey and yucky. Are you okay? No. Okay. Okay. So this is now attempt 3. I'm such a bad mom. Ciaran, as soon as I turned that off, had the hugest burp and the biggest toot. Full of gas. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Not bad. It's not bad. I feel so bad for him. No doing, buddy. So we've had a little bit longer. And now we're going to go on to number 13, which is, what's your favorite moisturizer? These are such random questions. My favorite moisturizer is probably the Clinique line right now that I'm using, and I will link a video below where I did a little bit of talk about that. Do you want to get married later on in life? I am already married, and yes, I wanted to get married later on in life. Actually, I didn't really have a time or a plan, but I knew when I was ready to get married. I had spent some time on my own, a couple of years living by myself, and met Craig, and pretty much once Craig and I met, we didn't leave. He proposed to me about 6 months after we met, and we were married the following year, almost to the day. So yeah, I am married and happily married, and did it when I was 32 or 33. I'm 34 right now. Okay, and then do you get mad easily? Yes, I do. I suck at it. I am a bit of a control freak, and when things get chaotic for me, I don't want to say get mad, but I get irritated, and that sucks. So it is something that's sort of my weakness. I'm a Scorpio. If anybody out there is a Scorpio and can relate to me, we tend to have a little bit of a sting. So the unfortunate thing is, I don't know if Scorpions are known for stinging themselves, but my sting usually bites me back in the ass. So yeah, that's one thing. Are you into ghost hunting? Totally. I love going places where there are ghosty stories. We were in Scotland last October, and we went on, you know, the ghost walks. We stayed at a haunted ghost castle, which actually the night that we were there were only 2 other couples in this castle. There was, I think, 30 rooms for people to stay in. It was a Monday night, and we were online and we were looking at, you know, about this house. It's called the Dalhousie Castle, it's in the south of Scotland. And we had pulled up, you know, the hauntings of Dalhousie Castle, and it was listed in the top 10 haunted castles in all of the world, in the same list with Dracula's castle. So that was pretty full on. Also, the entire night, neither of us could sleep. We could hear this, like, I swear to God, a woman moaning upstairs. It was totally creepy. But yeah, I love seance stuff. I have friends that are mediums. My mom is one of her best friends is a medium, and she actually was going to come over and cleanse the house the other day. So yes to ghost hunting, for sure believe in the spiritual realm. Number 17, any phobias? I don't really have a lot of phobias. Ants give me the heebie-jeebies. I hate ants in the sense that they travel in hordes. When I was doing my yoga teacher's training, my initial one, I was in Costa Rica, and they have like these army ants. And when they say army ants, these things come in the millions. I remember looking at the wall one time when I was sitting out in the cabana outside of our room, and I turned to my friend Jill, and I was like, holy shit, Jill, look at that wall. And the wall was a white stucco wall, and it was half black. There was a dead scorpion that they had all come in, and literally I'd never seen anything so disgusting in my life. You looked at the ground and the whole ground was moving. It was gross, 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 gross. And I hate how they infest your house in the seasonal changes. It drives me crazy, and I don't like killing things, so I find that I have this love-hate relationship with ants, because when I see them, there's always so many of them, and I just want them dead, which sucks. So I don't really know of any humane way of dealing with ants. Do you guys? Let me know, because once they're in my house, I don't like them. Other than that, I had a little bit of a fear of spiders when I was growing up. So when I was working at a martini bar years ago, we live in a university town, and one of the girls that I worked with had a pet tarantula that she used for proximity tests. She was a psych major, and she was doing this thing on phobias, and she was graduating and moving home, and she'd had this tarantula for, I don't know, a year or something. So I decided to take her tarantula into my house. Now, I called it Terry, and I had it living in a terrarium just beside my bed. I had arachnid nightmares. I can't count how many times. I had a house full of crickets, because they would get out all the time. So throughout the night you would hear crickets chirping in random places. I remember when the spider molted. I didn't know that it molted at first. I didn't really investigate much on living with the tarantula. And I woke up and it had like 15 legs, because it literally comes out of its shell, and it freaked the F out of me. And yeah, so that cleared me of my phobia of spiders, as well as going to Australia. So that was crazy. I saw a huntsman that was like bigger than my hand, and then it ran behind an aquarium, which made it about the size of a plate. So I jumped onto the couch, that's for sure, but yeah, not super afraid of spiders. Definitely don't kill them. I will catch them and put them outside. Next, do you bite your nails? I am Chewy Chewbacca. However, since having my little baby and changing so many diapers, my nails are actually grown. I would say I'm pretty close to my perfect 10 as far as my nails go, which is super exciting. I'm going to do a video, and if you are interested in it, I have the full shellac system. So I do my own nails, but I shellac them. So I'm able to have them stay polished for a couple of weeks. It's a UV curing system. Most of you guys know what gel nails and stuff are, so it's that system, but I do actually have it at home. So I have the shellac line. I also have a line called Gelish, and I have some odds and ends from some different gel lines, but I just did them yesterday, so I will zoom in and show you what they look like. And you will see tutorials on my Beauty Bump Wednesdays about how I do my nails. Have you ever had a near-death experience? No. Unless you qualify jumping out of a plane, near-death experience. Okay, yeah, maybe I have had a near-death experience because I've gone parachuting. But thank goodness I chose to put myself in that place. And no, I have not really had a near-death experience. Number 20 is, do you drink coffee? I think I've cleared that up. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys. This has been 20 questions, and if you're interested in doing this tag, I tag you. Please let me know either with a video response or link your channel below to let me know that you have tagged it. Yeah, I'm really excited because these are such random things, and hopefully you learned a little bit about me, which is the whole point of this tag. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this episode of OneUrbanYogini's videos. It's me, Jamie McIntyre, and I'd just like to remind you before you leave to click the subscribe button so that you stay updated on everything that I'm posting, from any of my tutorials, DIYs, and all of the family stuff with Ciaran and Craig and myself. If you're interested in knowing about any of the past videos that I've done, you can also look at the link below for last week's or this most recent video, and stay updated with my Facebook page, my Twitter page, my blog spot. There's all sorts of ways to keep in touch, so don't forget to do so. And please comment and thumbs up if you like this video, because I enjoyed making it for you. And if you have any requests, please also leave that below. Okay, bye-bye.